Hello ladies and gentlemen, Leafy Murdoch here, and before we get into this review of, I don't know how to say it, Duranki, uh, we'll all be discussing the interview that the author Kentaro Miura had with this, I don't know, this random lady or whatever, in his studio, and we've got some pictures of his studio as well, but I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go check out yourself and you don't really care about me. But we'll be discussing the chapter reviews after we discuss the interviews. I think you should go and have a look. I think you'd get more justice by actually having a look. But the grand scheme of things, what I've gathered, it's we know basically he's created a studio so he can make it have assistants and just make a studio and make a name for himself as well and his creators and assistants. And the reason why he wanted to make this manga in the first place is due to the fact that he has loads of ideas but he can't redo them because he's obviously working on berserk, but now he's had the guts to take a break off of the, well, he's always taking a break, but like just have a massive hiatus of berserk, I guess. And he wants to use this manga Duranki as a stepping stone as for his assistants to go in the future, even though he does want this to be like probably, I don't know if it's going to be one of them one shot one volumes or whatever, or maybe it's going to be, I don't know, like 20 chapters or whatever. I don't know. It's not been stated yet, but he will like he it is a it will. He says he wants it to be a faster way to work on berserk. So that can only make him big things. I heard a lot of people moaning and crying that he's not working the berserk. Like, let the man do what he wants to do, for God's sake. And if he doesn't have the creative juices or whatever, you know what I mean, to do it, then don't make him do it. He doesn't owe you. He doesn't owe you to make. Well, he doesn't. You know what I mean? He doesn't owe you anything. You know what I mean? He's giving you a great story. Just let him do what he's got to do, man. Just read other series as well. I think a lot of people who read Berserk, no offense to anybody out there, but people only read Berserk and that's it. Like, read other series. Vinland Saga, well, go watch that. It's really good anime. It's like it's been compared to, at least, anyways. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for the interview. Go and check out the interview down in the description down below. You have to translate it, but yeah. Anyway, guys, it's gone review of Duranki parts, or chapter 1 and 2. God damn, the art is absolutely phenomenal. Jesus Christ. Anyway, imparting an old myth from old Asian times, humanity wrought of the clay of by divine hands. And then we have a baby coming out of the water with loads of fish, man with beards. It's a bit weird to explain, but you get what I mean when you see the chapter. Now, how lovely you are. Hard to believe you were just born, only just born. And it's pretty much just like praising the child. I believe you understand, but this is not your child. Someone called Aramthis. Not sure what that is. Okay. Created in the spring carrier, using what little sacred waters of Absu that remain in the world to recreate the myth, escape the praying eyes. So yeah, and he has a creator. He's not human. He's not divine. He is not man. He is not a woman. And yet, even so, like, it's pretty like confusing to see what he is. And apparently, like, two gods or whatever come in and use Miguela, which I think is the protagonist's name. I bestow you this name upon you. Use some. meaning the only. Gulua, Galawa, I can't, it says Galawa, meaning the great. Together, Yusuf Galawa means dragon. This is a tribute from me, the serpent god. And then someone goes out into the distance to find like a adopted parents or whatever for this child. So yeah, it's an old woman or man, not divine, not a human. So what could it be? Or yeah. So yeah, then we cut to a lovely scene with like two people like randomly like the pop up baby out of nowhere, and damn, this such a beautiful cuddly looking dog they have. Oh my god! If you love dogs, you would definitely love this chapter. Just for the fact that oh god, it looks like a cuddly dog. So basically, then they come back to this family, see it, or see the I don't know. It's called it, him, he, she, whatever, kid. So kid, or what do you call it? Yusamagala. Oh, it's such a complicated name to say all the time. Yusamgala. So Yusamgala. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but Yusamgala. Um, they see the baby. They go how adorable it is and stuff, and they can't tell exactly what to do. It's a very old couple, so like she doesn't know. Like she's like obviously says like, well, I'm not bursting out with milk or anything like that. So, or whether or not she's had a child or not, but the gods seem to have like chosen as a good viable source for him to have a kid. And then a random big ass boat just comes out of nowhere like an RKO. And that's basically the end of like a flashback. Spies not got any black pages, but you know what I mean. But yes. God, I don't know, it really seems like obviously it's in a different world, like but it's on a different like league of its own. This like chapter of Duranki. Like so I don't know how but he manages to like put so much like energy and like I don't know. I'm just licking his ass right now, but but like Kentaro Miura like just puts in just like this magic. I don't know. That's the best way I can describe it off some name up. Oh god. But magic. Like he's like such a magical like presence. Like when I read his manga and stuff, especially when it comes into later berserk. So like yeah, that's why like berserk goes all like magical and like mystical and all that sort of stuff. So then we get introduced to I've forgotten the name already. Usamangala. Usamangala. I presume that's the name or whatever. He goes go from one, and we basically see travel like I don't know 12 years in the future or whatever, where we see her on top of the dog we was talking about earlier, and it's oh god, it looks so beautiful. The dog, by the way, but yeah, and he says I want to help too. Lend me your strength, Wawa, and so that Wawa is the dude as like the mini guts sort of like a mini like happy version of guts with goat legs. And he's chilling with the sheep and oi pan, you're messing with my work again. And it looks like a very playful thing. And Yusa Mangala had this like thing around the neck, like could play music, and for one comes in and steals it. In the meantime, like chucking, making Yusa Mangala. I guess I'm probably saying that wrong. I do apologize. Apologize if I'm saying it like wrong or whatever. But yeah, it looks like Yusa Mangala is pretty much like a playful young kid. Likes to chill out with her friends for one, and chasing sheep or like chasing far one as you see here with big old doggo, and just like herding sheep, and what have you not. So basically an interaction of Usmangala and Farwan, or Farwa, I think that's the dog's name, I do apologise. But the dude with little horns, like they get interaction between him and Usmangala. Um, Basically, they're very fun. It seems like they've known each other for a very long time. Looks like the horn dude is very, I don't know, mischievous, and I just likes to have a good time. And Yusa Mangala just chilling in the background, having just like gets confused by him sometimes. And he seems like the sort, and the horn dude seems like the sort of dude. Or his name, her name's Yusum. Sorry, Yusum, and yeah, it looks like he's the like sort of mini crafter, and you see her and him, Yusum and Horn dudes like just collecting stuff, and they build this weird like roller coaster thing, and it looks like yes, he's like a massive crafter. And in fact, there's like this like roller coaster thing. You can turn around and like do stuff and like pour water and like make it travel down a stream. And they did it to raise the stream, basically. And we basically get to a bit where they're in a shower and he asked like Yusum, is he a girl or she or a girl or boy? And Yusum just goes, I'm strange. See here, animals are either male or female. Just because you haven't met them doesn't mean they aren't around somewhere. I might be one of them. I see. That's Yusum said that. So she doesn't know what she is or he is really. So we just got wait and find out what she is in the future. And then, pretty much in this bit, like some gods, like I don't know, some women like come along and dance along with horn dudes and use some, and then it cuts to a scene where what you call it, Grandpa Yusom are like hunting with Fawa, the dog, and they killed it. And it looks like she wants to leave and like go out and explore the world. And looks like the horn dudes may join her, as from what we can tell from the covers and that. So yeah, that's chapter 1 at least, and very beautiful art by the way. You gotta check this chapter out. I have both chapters out, but yeah, let's move on to chapter 2. So we go into this forest, and a boar's running away from 2 doggos, and none of the doggos that were in the last chapter. And you know, the young boys crowd around him and try and hit him, but can't. One of them you gotta give to Miura is that like for some reason he loves to do his hair. I think it's to make the character stand out. I'm not really too sure. Honestly, I'm not really an art expert. That's what it looks like anyway. Like this dude looks like literally looks like a little like happier version of Guts, like a kid version of Guts. And yeah, they get so they're chasing after this ball. I guess then a random arrow comes from nowhere, out of nowhere, and 2 hits it. Unfortunately, one of them's in the eye. But yeah, and then everyone's like, "What the hell's happened?" And Yusum comes around and appears out of nowhere with the doggo, and the dude with the horns is called Pan. So keep that in mind. I've read the chapter 1 I read yesterday. Chapter 2 is today because it took a day to get translated. But yeah, and he goes, people. This is the first time I've seen humans. And they go, hey. And yeah, and then the horn dude with weird ears basically introduces himself as Pan, like Pan from Goku's granddaughter from Dragon Ball BT or Dragon Ball C anyway, and then Pan already knows them. They're brats that hang around the office, and Yusom seems to be a very caring and lovely girl, old boy. She or he basically um, like takes care of young Guts' injuries and basically now like says who she is basically, and the boys are interested in. There's four boys. There's one with like Guts, one looks like a chubby Guts, one with a little like skinny dude with black hair, and another skinny dude with white hair. But although the white haired one's the only one that is a whitehead out of the four of them, and they're wondering how about this bow because they were using arrow like bow and arrows, but Yusum was using a bow, so she gives them the bow, and they don't know how to do it, and they have to like recharge it, like reset it to make it more powerful, and they get given it, and they can't do it. Even the strong one can't do it. It's not the fact that you use some strong. You just have to use her legs to like pull back the retriever. So yeah, you'll understand what I mean when you read the chapter yourself. Like I was very hard to explain. And Yusam goes closely into him and shows him how to shoot it. And the boy gets really like shy and confused. But yeah, even someone as weak as me can handle it. So Yusam says she's not like an all-powerful being or whatever, or as far as we know anyway, or physically strong or anything like that. And the boy requests Yusam to make four bow and arrows for the lads, and she absolutely accepts. And even Pan says you you are too good too good for your own good sort of thing. Yeah. And and they have like a pray and stuff before they eat, and even the boys like pretty confused about what Yusum is. They even question if he or she is a god or whatever, and like in the end, basically in the end, Guts says, I was gonna call him Boy Guts. I know he says his real name is called Boy Guts, and his boy or girl gods, wherever they may be, is making us crossbows. So yeah, and then she appears from this like weird statue. Let's give it another go before his sun sets and might find some game because it looks like it's an offering. It's like our offering has been received. So they're back at the thingy, we're chilling out with Pan, and then she's making the crossbows for the boys, and Pan's knocked down the floor, and basically she said, Yusum basically says what's going on about what happened today and stuff, and her grandpa says that she can't really tell him about what's going on with her body, whatever that may be or whatever. We obviously don't know yet, and basically says people do not easily accept those different from them. Sometimes they drive away with sticks and stones. So she falls asleep, and there's this weird like angel thing coming out of the water with all your naughty children bursting from the flames. And sorry about that accent. Sorry if you just cringe for your life there. But you're a lady, yeah? Hey, catch cold like that. Oh god, I'm just got. This is mysterious. I sense a godless elements in from this child. A god I know well. I know well than that. I know well at that. and there's Pan to boot. At this place, this it's ground of the ancient myth, far from sight of Olympus. Is there something to it? Well, I'll hold you close. Our lady as a child everywhere. You come here. She gives the dog and she puts a blanket around Doggo, Yusom and Pan so they can all cuddle each other and the dog's like, hmm? And then we come back to this guys and she's made all four of them for the lads, and yeah, very skinny, like you see their rib cages and stuff, so they're probably hungry a lot, so Yusom has probably given them a really nice lifeline. And the four kids are firing to like have a little look, and then as you see, like even like a little healthy tree can help them out and that sort of thing. We'll put them to good use, thanks. We'll repay this debt twice over. If you like him that much, not you, I've helped. I watched the Hearth, I can't say it. Then making them was worth it. And then they just go around hunting stuff until there's a wolf and there's a pack of wolves, and Pan tries to like say oh I can make him go away with the sound of my flute. It sounds like that very like I don't know Irish I don't know, you know what I mean, like Irish mystical, like I don't know, very elf, like you know, Labrador, well not Labrador, that's a dog I think, or dwarf like type of thing. But yeah, I vibes to this chapter. Then Pan goes in. He can't do it because he can't breathe. And then Yusam like sees a statue and goes, "Oh God of waterfalls, reveal onto us the path for to escape." And then the statue moves, and then the beard comes loose, or he moves his beard, and there's an entrance and there's an opening. It says, and Yusam goes, "We can get to the other side of this waterfall through here, let's go." And the boys are confused and shocked and have to run. And then we go, and the chapter ends by going, "Yusam Mangala, just who are you?" Gifted with exceptional wisdom and conversation with the gods, we are now witnessing a new myth. So yeah. Oh man, I'm really happy about this, man. I'm really happy that it's gonna do pretty good, pretty decently. The next chapter's out in about 2 months' time, so we've got that to look forward to. I think this is something that everyone will definitely enjoy from Berserk fans, nonetheless. And I really can't wait for you know, things to like pick up and see where this goes. I really like the main character. He seems, you know, Yusum seems sweet, and Pan is pretty cool, pretty funny. But the doggo is the main winner in this. Like I don't know, I don't know. See, when you see dogs usually drawn in manga, you never see them that detailed or anything like that. It's very beautiful, like it's very beautiful looking dog. Wawa, I believe his name is. Yeah, I can read by the way, but it's just I get a bit under pressure when I look at what I'm reading, and then while I live recording. I think you understand that. But yeah, so I recorded the interview on chapter 1 yesterday, and chapter 2 I've just done right now. And unfortunately, I'm on my PS4 recording, unfortunately. So this is for this reason. I can only record 10 times, like audio 10 times. I know that sucks, but I haven't got any other means of doing it any other way. But I'm happy doing it this way. I really have a good time doing it. So anyway guys, I think I'll wrap this up. 4 minutes is very long to review 2 chapters, although they're both 33 pages long. I still think maybe there may be a bit maybe it's gone a bit too long, but I don't know. Yeah, Sniper 4 Elite 4 is the game in the background. So yeah, anyway guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and read this chapter for yourself. It's me boy Luffy Murdoch. Love you all. See you next time. Peace.